Drop, stitch, magic loop, slip, slip, purl, slip, slip, knit, twisted cord, wrap and turn, pick up and knit. Joji scarf.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Joey's Scarf. This is episode 51. This is a podcast about knitting and crocheting and yarn. And today is May 5th, 2021. My name is Lynda, and you can find me all over as Lynda Grace. And today is my son Jimmy's birthday, so even though I know he doesn't watch knitting podcasts or me, I'm going to wish him a happy birthday anyway, and I hope he's having a good day. So the past about 6 weeks or so, maybe 2 months, the Joey's Scarf podcast group from Ravelry we were doing a make-along, and it is an annual thing that I've been doing since I started the podcast, which is now, this I think was the fourth one that we've done. And the theme is to remember or to think about someone special that you would like to make something for, or even if it's something for yourself, but just to give a hug to yourself or to someone who is special to you. And it goes along with the meaning of my podcast, which is dedicated to my son Joe, who passed away about 9 years ago from colon cancer. So this is dedicated to him, and the make-along is pretty much dedicated to him. And the make-along was very successful, I think. We had 11 completed projects, which is good, and it's beautiful, some beautiful projects. So I want to thank everyone who participated. So I'm looking at the stats from the make-along, from the chatter thread, and there were 134 posts, 38 images, 12 patterns. It says 15 projects. Yes, 15 projects. Probably a couple of people didn't complete. And there were 9 people participating in the chatter thread. So I think that was pretty good. So I did a random selection, and the person I picked out is Yasmin 892, and from Manchester, England. And I just wanted to read what Yasmin wrote on one of her chatter threads. She writes, "Hi Lynda, I've been watching your podcast since 2 years now. I have always enjoyed listening to you talking about your knitting. I don't participate in knit-alongs. The reason behind that is because I am a slow knitter. It takes me months to finish a single project. I have decided to join in this knit-along and treat myself with a pair of socks. This will be my first pair of socks I ever did. I did try to knit socks before, but never got my second socks completed and ended up frogging it. I have cast on my socks 3 days ago, and she did a really nice job, and she did complete her pair of socks. And here's a picture of her socks. Did a good job. So Yasmin, if you will get in touch with me, I will put my email address at in the description box below, and I'd love to send you something special. I just wanted to show you what I made for the make-along. So I made a pair of shorty socks for Ross, and yeah, so this was for a double dipper here, because this would, I'm doing a project, just my own personal little goal of making 100 pair of shorties. There's no end date or anything like that. It's just a goal I set for myself. And so this will go in with those. And if you're interested in seeing how far along I am with this, you can go to Instagram, and the hashtag is 100 pair of shorties. And it's under my Instagram name, which is Lynda Grace, Lynda with a Y. So that was one of the projects I made. That was for Ross. And then I made for myself this, which is really, I thought came out really pretty. And the name of the pattern is, it's The Spring is in the Air Cowl by Lyndsey Tranter. And I enjoyed knitting it a lot. I did. So the yarn was a gradient set that I purchased from my local yarn shop, Wool Bearers in Mount Holly, New Jersey. And the yarn is so nice and soft, and I like the way the cowl came out. It's just really the perfect size. And I'm going to put it on because it hugs my neck, which is the way I like my cowls to fit. So yeah, that was great. And that's The Spring is in the Air Cowl. So again, thank you to everyone who participated. It really means a lot to me. Okay, so another thing from my last podcast, it was Ross's birthday on April 12th, and I had asked for some of you to send some birthday cards to Ross, and some of you did, and it was very nice. And he got quite a few cards. I recorded him looking at the cards and reading the cards, and who they were from. And he was, when he started getting the cards, he was a little like unsure why was he getting these cards from people that he didn't know. And I explained to him that they were fans of his and from the podcast, and he really appreciated, and he kept saying how nice that was of everyone to do that. So yeah, I'm going to try and edit him reading the cards so that it's so it's not drawn out, and hopefully it'll go smoothly. The editing will go smoothly. But he got some postcards of Montana, which was very nice, from Victoria, and she wrote a little something on each postcard, which was really cute, as if they were actually sent. So that was really nice. Yeah, I enjoyed looking at everything too. It was really cool. I wanted to thank Victoria, because she's such a sweet lady. She's also, for Ross's birthday, she sent us this marvelous package of goodies, and we really enjoyed that too, along with the card and the postcards. And then Dorothy from Australia sent him some photographs of places where she is from, Canberra, and she wrote a little something on each one of the photographs, which I thought was really cool also, of the locations. And this was a cool picture of her daughters at the Canberra National Zoo. So that was really special too. Oh, I also had another thing that I wanted to mention, and that was from Yamini from Scotland. And I hope I'm saying your name right. Lovely woman who sent Ross a personalized video, and on the video she is she also collects postcards. So she selected 3 of her postcards to show Ross, and she talked about each one of the 3. And the 3 postcards were 3 of the places she has lived in her life. And that was Scotland, Australia, and India. And it was so interesting, and I've been internet buddies with Yamini for a couple of years. We both participate in the writers group, and so it was just so interesting to learn a little bit more about her, to see her in person, and to hear her voice. So thank you, Yamini. I really enjoyed that so much. Thank you.
I couldn't believe it. Here I am, I've got 20 some odd or more, I don't know, birthday cards. And it's like I'm a celebrity.
Where's it from?
This is from Kay Sillette and Phil Masterson. Just giving props where props are due and celebrating wonderful, one-of-a-kind you. Happy birthday. You are a special person to me, and I hope you have a big happy birthday. Your friend, Sally.
Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Go ahead.
A whole day sprinkled with magic. That's what you're wished today. Ross, I hope you're having a great time. Victoria. Oh, hi, Victoria. I enjoyed all your postcards and their videos. Thinking of you, Patricia K. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you very much.
And so I want to thank everyone for participating in that and Ross's birthday. And we both enjoyed getting the cards, looking at them, and it was quite special. So thank you. Oh, today started out pretty gray and rainy, and I'm looking out the window now, and it's brilliant blue skies at 4:30 p.m. So maybe Ross and I will go out for a walk after I finish this. So I've been busy doing my 100 pair of shorties project. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I haven't shown these completed projects, pretty sure. So I'll just quickly show you. And again, I'm probably not going to know where the yarn came from or whose it was, because I'm trying to use up scraps and little minis and stuff like that. So this is one pair, and all the pattern is all the same, my usual go-to vanilla sock pattern, which is for me, I use a size 0 needle, and I'm casting on 60 stitches, and I'm doing a 2x2 rib, and then I do about 1.5 inches of a little leg, and then the foot, for me, it's 6 inches from the place where I do the heel. It's pretty much my pattern, very simple. That's one pair. These are just really scrappy. I just pulled some stuff together, and I think I used 3 different skeins of yarn. So the cuffs are one skein, the heels are another, the foot is another, and then the toes are the same as these. So these are crazy, right? Crazy socks. But I wish I would have had both of them be the same, but they're not. So if I wear them, they're like this, with this design here. But anyway, they're cool, right? That's the second pair. And then I have these 2 pair. So this yarn, it has some cashmere in it. It's called Posy from Pearl Soho. That's where the yarn dyer is named. So any of this stuff, if I can find the information, I will put it below, links to the information. I'll put it in the description box. So this yarn is very, very soft. Like I said, it has some cashmere in it. This is the same, from the same dyer. And it's, again, the base is called Posy. And what happened with these, I didn't realize that they were, it's almost like a DK weight, but I didn't realize that because the label said sock yarn. So I just started out with my normal 60 stitches, and I could tell they were growing way too big. So I cut it down to 52 stitches, and they're still a little big. I could have done a 48 stitches on these on a size 0 needle. And I also did these using 9-inch circulars. Tried those haven't used those in a while. So that's how I made these with 9-inch circulars. And with these, I didn't have enough to do a complete pair of socks. They're 50-gram skeins, and I did the first sock, and I used up one of the skeins of the pink, and then I did the toe and heel in purple. But when I did the second sock, I didn't have enough of the pink, so the toes kind of don't match, but it's okay. And they're thick socks. And this is the same brand, same base from Pearl Soho. And what I did with these, I didn't know how it was going to be because I had used some of the purple for the pink, for the toes and heels. So I didn't know how much purple I would have, and where I didn't want to wind up that the socks wouldn't match. So I did these on 9-inch circulars also, but I did them in tandem. So I started out with one, and I did the ribbing, and then I cast on the second sock, did the ribbing, and then I did the leg on one, leg on the other, and then the foot. And so these came out even. The yarn just had enough of the purple to do. I used 2 different brand of 9-inch circulars. So one sock is wider than the other. They were both size 0, but different brand of needle. And it did make a difference, but not so much that you can tell too much. Yeah, so this one is a little wider than this one. And I thought they would be big on me. They kind of are a little loose, but I think these will be more of a house sock for me. So those are another 2 pair. Okay. All right, so these are for Ross. These are shorties for Ross. And the yarn is by Earth, URTH, and they are the Mini Unique Sock Kit. So they came in 250-gram balls. And this is just a picture of Ross wearing the socks. And they're they are quite unique. I don't know if I'm crazy about the colors, but pretty different. Yeah. So that's my sock knitting. I did quite a bit, right? So one of the things I did during the time from the last podcast was I decided to straighten out my shawl, all of my shawls. They were hidden in nooks and crannies all over the house, in this dresser and that dresser, and so I gathered them all together, and I'm going to show you a little, there's a little video here of all of my shawls. I was quite surprised at how many I have accumulated, and that's not how many I've knit. I've knit way more than that and have given a lot away. But seeing them all together, it kind of is, it made me a little discouraged, because, not discouraged, I don't know what the right word is. More so than, why would I want to knit another shawl? I mean, I have so many, there's no way I'm going to wear them all. As far as giving them away, I'm not sure about that. Not everybody is appreciative, I guess you could say. And I had the experience of donating some of my hand knits to our local secondhand shop, which supports our local hospital here, and made the mistake of going in one day and finding the shawls thrown on a shelf, the scarves and shawls thrown on a shelf and priced at $1 or $2, and I just broke my heart, really. I mean, I knew that I didn't expect them to be priced very high, but it still was a shock to see that. So I took all my shawls, I packed them away in one container, and I'm going just to keep them that way. And perhaps somebody on Instagram commented that what she does is she has them packed away, and she'll go in and pick one out to wear, or, you know, one of her favorites. And that's what I'm going to do. Just, you know, when it's, you know, I'm going out and I want a shawl, go in and pick out my favorite and wear that one, and the next time pick out a different one and do it that way. The shawls are very nice to knit because there's a pattern usually, and when you're done, to me it's like a piece of art. They're just beautiful. And I said, but I'm just not gonna knit any more shawls. You know, I'm done with it. But guess what? I found one that I really want to knit, and I've been looking at this one for a while. And it's the Hipster by Joji Locatelli. But this is so the original Hipster was done in DK weight, I think, either DK or worst. I think it was DK weight. And she put out a version in a lightweight Hipster in sock weight, and you only need one skein of yarn, which I thought was great. And I just love this. I think this is the coolest shawl. Let's see if there's a better picture of it. Yeah. So this is, I just think it's really, it looks like a hipster shawl. I don't know, there's just something funky and boho about it, and I really like it. And I like the fact that it's uses one skein of sock weight yarn, because I have so many one skein sock weight yarns, and I have a lot of this grayish color too, different skeins of this grayish color. But this also has some purple in it, and I think it's really going to be beautiful. And this yarn is from the Cape May Fiber Company, and it is called Empress, and it's 75% merino, 25% nylon, and it's really beautiful. So I am done with my sock knitting for a while, and I have nothing else on the needles, which is what I've been doing lately, just knitting one thing at a time and completing it. So this is going to be my next cast on, and I don't know, I might sneak in another pair of shorties in between there, but that's what I'm going to be working on next. So I think that's it for today. Hope you all are hanging in there, and hopefully you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, there's a lot I can say, but we're going to keep it positive and light and airy today because the sun is shining. So I have some work to do now, some editing to do, and hopefully this will be up in the next day or two. So again, thank you all for watching, and we will see you again soon. Bye now.
Joe plays scarf.
Okay, bye-bye.